So hello everyone and welcome to our third episode of Hampton Heroes. Today I'm joined by Mr Uccelli of the Counselling Department, and we've got Matt Cecil on camera, but he doesn't really want to be on camera, so we'll just give him a little wave. So let's start, Mr Uccelli, on what exactly is it that you get up to at Hampton on a day-to-day basis?
On a day-to-day basis, I'm up here. So this is one of the counselling rooms, there's another one next door. So we see students and staff throughout the day, basically. So we do one-to-one sessions with people. We get involved with quite a lot of talks. So we do talks to different year groups and assemblies or form groups, evening talks to parents. Ian gets involved in things like mindfulness as well.
And so how first did you get into counselling, and when did you know you wanted to be a counsellor?
So I did psychology at uni as an undergrad, did a master's with the aim of doing applied psychology and being a clinical psychologist, and got to a point where I kind of had a change of heart with that and wanted to swap to counselling. So then I did another degree in counselling, and that's it. Just kind of gone on from there.
And so for boys and parents that don't know, could you just give us how many counsellors are there here? How many opportunities are there for boys and staff to see the counsellors, sort of things like that?
Yeah, so we're probably one of the best stocked schools around for counsellors. The school's really invested in this and has done for all the years that I've certainly been here. So there's 3 of us here. We see boys and staff through the school day, basically. So before the school, through the school day and after school.
And they are very busy. It was like trying to catch celebrities to do this interview. We're here at 5 to 9 before our first period, so thank you for giving us the time. And then what would you say is the most rewarding thing about being a counsellor? What's the part you like most?
There's an aspect to it where it's kind of a real privilege to work with people who engage with the counselling. People are often sharing very sensitive personal things. And yet they feel comfortable to do that in this space, and it's a confidential space where they can do that. But the fact that they decide to is a great privilege. For me, I think there's also a bit about working with people. I always really enjoy working with people kind of early on in their school kind of process, and then you see them kind of at the end of their journey, and they might pop back in for different reasons. But that's a really lovely thing that the boys especially kind of know that there's this service there the whole way through their journey through the school. So
do you think that trend is only going to continue because as we become aware of issues?
Yeah, I do. There's been a year-on-year increase in terms of the numbers of boys that we're seeing, which I think is partly down to the fact we're doing a lot more talks and we're getting in front of the boys, in different ways in their form groups, or they come up here and do group stuff up here. But it just means that we're hopefully doing something to address the stigma towards counselling. I think there'll always be some sort of a stigma around it. I think often when people come up here for the first time, it's a big thing, and it can be quite a daunting prospect to come and meet someone that you've never met before and talk to them about stuff that's very sensitive and personal. But often, once they've come up once and see that it's not a particularly scary process, it kind of takes the scariness away from it and probably the stigma.
So that concludes our third episode of Hampton Heroes. A big shout out to Mr Uccelli and all the other members of the counselling service. Thank you for everything you do, and so we'll leave it at that. Thank you, sir.